Every athlete who died in front of their fans.
The beating that changed baseball. On August 16th, 1920, thousands of fans packed New York's Polo Grounds to watch the Cleveland
Yo, bro, there's a
Indians
spider
face
on
the
your
Yankees.
face.
Chapman was Cleveland's star shortstop, known for his quick reflexes and
What?
exceptional fielding. The afternoon game moved at a typical pace until the fifth inning when Chapman stepped to the plate. Yankees pitcher Carl Mays threw with a distinctive submarine delivery, releasing the ball from an unusually low angle. The ball, dirty and scuffed from previous plays, was
Hits him in the jaw and fucking kills him. Takes his jaw clean off.
difficult to see against the late afternoon shadows. Chapman leaned in slightly, preparing
Yeah, bro,
for
I've
the
had
pitch.
bugs in my ears
The
before.
baseball struck his head with such
Oh.
force that the sound echoed through the stadium. Many spectators, including the umpire, thought it had hit Chapman's bat. For a moment, Mays fielded what he believed was a bunted ball and threw to first base. Chapman took several steps toward first base, then suddenly stopped. He dropped to his knees, a look of confusion crossing his face. Blood began to seep from his left ear. Players from both teams rushed to his side as he collapsed onto the dirt infield. Team doctors reached him within seconds. The crowd fell silent as Chapman was helped to his feet, wobbling and disoriented. He attempted to walk off the field with assistance, but couldn't maintain his balance. At New York's St. Lawrence Hospital, doctors discovered his skull was fractured. The impact had driven bone fragments nearly an inch into his brain. Surgeons performed an emergency operation, removing a piece of his skull to relieve pressure. Chapman never regained consciousness. At 4:40 a.m. the following morning, he was pronounced dead.
Yo, my fault. How fast did he have to throw it to break the dude's skull? Yo, that's why I'll never play baseball.
The 29-year-old became the only player in Major League Baseball history to die from an injury sustained during a game. The tragedy changed baseball forever. The league soon banned the spitball and other pitches that doctored the ball. More importantly, umpires began regularly replacing dirty balls with clean ones, making them easier for batters to see, a practice that continues to this day.
Prison time? No. I promise he didn't get prison time. I guarantee nothing even happened to the guy. I bet literally after it was done, he got a slap on the wrist. You're suspended for 30 games. And in baseball, that's nothing. They play so many games in baseball. Honestly, I genuinely find baseball to be the most boring sport. Yo. It is so boring to sit and watch baseball, bro. I could sit and watch tennis and be more entertained than watching baseball. I could even watch golf and be more entertained than watching baseball. They sit there, throw a ball, hit it with the bat, run around the base. At least the golf course changes a little bit. And I fucking hate golf. Genuinely, I hate golf. Golf is one of the most boring sports to play, watch, do anything with. Golf is boring as fuck. Baseball's more boring. And motherfuckers get paid millions to play that shit on live television. Millions for what? To make people bored? Yo, frisbee, yo. Don't hate on frisbee golf. Yo, don't hate on frisbee golf. Yo, don't hate on disc golf is a great, great hobby. That shit, not the same thing. No. You ever, yo, go play disc golf and go play a round of golf. You'll have more fun throwing that disc. I promise. And I see getting a hole-in-one in disc golf more feasible. I've gotten 3 hole-in-ones in disc golf. I've gotten 0 in golf. Basketball golf. What the fuck is basketball golf? It's basketball, soccer, football, all the other sports, baseball. Actually, in terms of watching, I'd put football above soccer. Basketball, football, soccer, all the other sports, baseball. On the ground. Ready? I'm ready. Put UFC. All right, your take's bro. Your take's dumb.
Goalkeeper blocker gone. On November 29, 2017, spectators filled the small gymnasium in Barras, Brazil, to watch a regional futsal match. Santos Sousa.
Futsal. Why did he say futsal? Futsal. The fuck is futsal? Hey, yo, let's go watch some futsal. Can't watch basketball when the game isn't close. You ever gone to a basketball game in real life? That shit is fun as fuck. When they fucking go on their head, I jump out of my seat. Game! Whoa, captions.
Was the 38-year-old goalkeeper for Flamengo de Piripiri, a team competing in the local amateur league. The indoor arena was humid, the crowd energetic as the match entered its final minutes. The referee's whistle cut through the noise. A penalty had been awarded to the opposing team. Santos Sousa positioned himself between the goalposts, bouncing slightly on his toes. His teammates stood silent.
Right here, and he fucking dies because there's a brick inside of the ball.
At midfield.
Yo,
the
if he-
opposing striker approached the ball.
There's no
with
fucking
measured
way.
steps.
Unless he hit his head
The
against
shot
the
came
post.
hard and fast, aimed at the center of the goal. Santos Sousa.
Oh my god, it hit him in the nuts. Oh my god, it hit him in the nuts and fucking killed him. Testicular torsion.
Didn't dive. Instead, he stepped forward, making himself large, and blocked the ball with his chest.
That's lame. He died from blocking the ball with his chest.
The impact was solid but unremarkable. The ball deflected harmlessly away. The crowd erupted in cheers. Santos Sousa raised his arms in celebration. His teammates rushed toward him, congratulating him on the crucial save.
Did he get
For
a
a few
kiss?
seconds, everything appeared normal. Then, without warning, his expression changed. A look of confusion crossed his face. He reached out to a teammate, who caught him as his legs gave way. His body went limp as he collapsed to the court floor. The celebration instantly turned to panic. Players from both teams signaled frantically for medical help. A team doctor reached him within seconds and began CPR. The gymnasium fell silent. Children in the crowd were ushered outside as the medical team continued resuscitation efforts. For nearly 20 minutes, they fought to restart his heart. Paramedics arrived and took over, applying a defibrillator. The electric shocks caused his body to jolt, but his heart showed no response. Despite their desperate efforts, Santos Sousa never regained consciousness. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Medical examiners later determined he had suffered sudden cardiac arrest, likely triggered by commotio cordis, a rare but fatal disruption of heart.
Yo, this guy. Oh, okay. You know, it is so sad that he died from playing a sport that he loved. But what? He died from a soccer ball hitting his chest? Yo, how many times could I have died when I was playing soccer?
Rhythm caused by a precise impact to the chest wall at a critical moment in the cardiac cycle. Lightning's sudden strike on the pitch. On October 10, 2018, dark clouds gathered over Banyumas, Indonesia, as two local teams competed on a municipal football field. Raharja.
1 in a million? No, that's... Nope. I promise you it's not 1 in a million. I promise you it's not 1 in a million. Because we'd hear about... If it was 1 in a million, we'd hear about this way more often. Way more often. That shit's got to be like 1 in 7 billion. 1 in 8 billion. To a football. No, I'm talking just about like getting his chest hit by a soccer ball. I mean, if it happened somewhat recently, a couple years ago, we hear about in this video.
A 35-year-old midfielder for FBI Banyumas moved across the pitch with the confident stride of a veteran player. The weather had been threatening all afternoon, with humid air and distant thunder, but officials allowed the
Yo, this is why they banned soccer games when there's lightning. You're not allowed to play a soccer game with lightning now. They cancel it. This got to be the reason.
match to continue. In the 70th minute of play, light rain began to fall. Players glanced upward, but the precipitation seemed manageable.
Yeah, I know.
Spectators opened umbrellas as they continued watching.
I know they do it
from
with
the
every sport.
sidelines. No one recognized the danger as the storm intensified rapidly.
Dude, you know how pissed I got when we were playing soccer tournaments and then they just fucking canceled the game on us because there was a chance for lightning? Yo, let me play. Yo, if lightning starts halfway through the game, pause the game. We'll come back later. There's a chance for lightning. You can't play. What do you mean? What do you mean a chance? We saw lightning 30 miles away. What was your team's record? Honestly, couldn't tell you for the last few years I played soccer. My travel team's record was really good. We made it to state one time. We won tournaments on my travel team. Never, Kyle, my school team, dog ass. My school team was dog ass. Straight dog ass. I actually quit soccer because of my school team. It was so bad, bro. My school, yeah, no. Genuine dog shit. Like, we would win, like, 7 games max. It was awful. Yeah, no, my school sports, like, my whole school sports was just dog shit in high school. My football team, during my 4 years of being in high school, my football team won 1 game. Four years, 1 win. I didn't go to a single football game for my school because they were so dog shit. After middle school, I didn't go to 1 football game because they were so bad. How are you that bad, bro? Genuinely, how are you? Why didn't I play? That's bro, I liked soccer and my dad was trying to force me to play football, so I wanted to play soccer. And then I quit soccer and then I went to go practice with my the college team for volleyball. That was my flow. That was my flow.
At precisely 4:17 p.m., a brilliant flash illuminated the entire pitch.
Yo,
The bolt
volleyball?
struck without
Volleyball's
warning.
goated.
Video footage later showed the lightning hitting just above the center of the field. Electrical current dispersed across the wet ground. Raharja, positioned near midfield, took the full impact. His body convulsed instantly and fell backward. For a moment, other players didn't realize what had happened, assuming he had slipped on the increasingly wet surface. Then someone shouted for help. Players from both teams rushed to his motionless form. Raharja lay perfectly still, his jersey smoking slightly from the intense heat. Medical staff reached him within seconds. His pulse was weak and erratic. Burns marked his chest and left shoulder where the current had entered his body. The rain intensified as paramedics performed CPR on the muddy field. An ambulance arrived 7 minutes later. Raharja was rushed to Banyumas Regional Hospital as teammates and spectators watched in stunned
Kyle, what? Brother, what?
silence. Inside the emergency room,
I don't.
doctors found severe internal...
Here, Kyle, I can give you some steps to note so you can figure out how it feels to get struck by lightning. So first, you take a fork. No. Fuck it. You take a bunch of golf clubs with none of their like rubber handles and you just hold them all straight in the sky in the middle of a field where there is nothing surrounding you at all while it is thunderstorming aggressively. copper ones, go fucking for it, bro. Just hold up some sort of metal in the sky. And then you'll feel all the hair on your body stand up and you'll die. So
damage.
don't try to
The electrical
store.
current had caused severe disruption to his cardiac rhythm. Despite aggressive resuscitation efforts, including repeated defibrillation and emergency medications, Raharja's heart could not be stabilized.
Ooh.
The electrical burn pathway had created irreversible damage to his cardiac tissue. At 5:42 p.m., just 85 minutes after being struck, Raharja was pronounced dead.
Rest in peace.
Meteorologists later confirmed the bolt had delivered approximately 300 million volts of electricity through his body,
Rest in
far
peace.
more than any human could survive. The platform dive gone wrong. On July 29, 1983, the Commonwealth Pool in Edmonton, Canada was filled with spectators attending the World University Games. Chalabashvili, a 21-year-old Soviet diver, was considered one of the most promising talents in the sport. His specialty was the 10-meter platform, where he regularly executed.
This isn't good. I can already tell this isn't gonna go well.
Seemingly effortless precision. For his fourth dive of the competition, Chalabashvili prepared to attempt a reverse 3.5 somersault in the tuck position.
Yeah, what the fuck that
One
means?
of the most challenging dives in the sport. He stood at the edge of the platform, concentrating intensely. The crowd fell silent as he began his approach. His takeoff from the platform appeared normal. He gained appropriate height and initiated his rotation. But something went wrong in midair. Chalabashvili's body opened up slightly too early from the tight tuck position. This critical error threw off his rotation speed. As he descended toward the water, it became clear he wouldn't complete the required rotations. Instead of entering the water vertically, Chalabashvili struck the back of his head directly on the concrete platform. The sound of the impact echoed through the suddenly silent arena. His body fell limply into the pool. Blood immediately clouded the water around him. Fellow divers jumped in to assist as medical personnel rushed to the scene. Chalabashvili was unconscious when they pulled him from the water. A deep gash exposed his skull where it had struck the unyielding concrete.
Oh my god, it
His
exposed
vital
his
signs were
skull?
weak, present as they loaded him into an ambulance. Doctors at the University of Alberta Hospital found that the impact had caused severe trauma to his brainstem and cerebellum. Chalabashvili was placed on life support in the intensive care unit. For 9 days, he remained in a deep coma, showing no signs of neurological activity. Despite
No shit, Kyle. No shit. No shit. No shit.
aggressive medical intervention,
Every
damage was
athlete who
irreversible. He'd
died.
been critically injured at the moment of impact.
Yeah, thanks for the fun fact, Kyle.
On
I
August
appreciate it.
7th, 1983,
Yo, you're the
Sergei
go, bro. I
Chalabashvili's
appreciate
heart
you. I
stopped
appreciate you
beating.
for the fun fact.
He
That's the
died
guy.
without
You're
ever regaining
go to play, bro.
consciousness.
Thank you.
His promising career in young life ended by a split-second miscalculation. Collision with the machine. On February 22nd, 1992, the crisp mountain air of Les Arcs, France was
Collision with a machine. So someone decided to put a forklift in the middle of a ski hill. Why'd we do that?
filled with anticipation as athletes prepared
And
for
the forks
speed
are up a
skiing
little high
competition
and
at the Albertville
angled
Winter Olympics.
right up at them.
Bochete, a 27-year-old Swiss competitor, was among the favorites in this demonstration sport, where skiers regularly exceeded 125 miles per hour down specially prepared slopes. The morning was perfect for training. Clear visibility, firm snow conditions, minimal wind. Bochete and several teammates decided to take a warm
Yo, Kyle, don't worry. I'm not worried about making it that far because I don't ski. I went skiing in 6th grade. We all saw the snowboard video. You saw the snowboard video. Nobody else did. That doesn't even exist on my computer anymore. That shit is gone from existence. This guy fell on his ass 1,000 times. You know, listen. I fell on my ass 1,000 times. Malachi had a bruised tailbone. I just fell on my ass. Tell me the next day my ass is sore.
run before the day's official practice. They set out on a marked trail adjacent to the competition course, building speed gradually as they descended. Bochete accelerated into a gentle depression in the slope, his body in the aerodynamic tuck position that speed skiers use to minimize wind resistance. His specialized suit and helmet were designed for maximum velocity. At approximately 68 miles per hour, he approached a small rise in the terrain. As he crested the hill, Bochetai had no time to react. Snowcat, a large machine used for grooming ski slopes, was parked directly in his path. The machine had been maintaining a service road that intersected with the training run. No warning signs or barriers had been placed to alert skiers. The impact was devastating. Bochetai's body struck the metal vehicle with tremendous force. His momentum carried him into the machine's steel frame and treads. The sound of the collision.
How? What the fuck? What do you mean? Why didn't he just pause the game? He can't fucking pause real life. What are you fucking talking about? Hello? Why didn't he just pause the game? That's odd. Why didn't he just pause the video, dude? Weird. Somebody could have gotten hurt if he paused the video.
Alerted nearby skiers and course workers, who rushed to the scene. Medical personnel.
Yo, 68 miles an hour and you just clank metal.
The
He's
trauma
dead.
to Bochetai's head, chest,
Instantly.
and internal organs was immediate and fatal.
Yeah.
The impact had caused massive internal hemorrhaging
Open
and multiple
snap.
compound fractures. He died instantly upon collision. Spectators and fellow competitors gathered at the scene, many in tears as news of the accident spread. Olympic officials quickly announced the postponement of all speed skiing events. Flags at the Olympic venues were lowered to half-mast. An investigation later revealed critical failures in communication between course officials and maintenance crews. The Snowcat operator had no radio contact with event coordinators and was unaware athletes would be using the training run that morning. Spectacle silenced. On March 15, 1971, a modest
I guarantee 2 guys got fired. The main person for communications and the guy that left his Snowcat there.
crowd gathered in the small Belgian town of Ritai to watch a local cycling
Yo, I just saw
race.
Volvo.
Monserrat, the reigning
Volvo.
world champion, stood out immediately in his distinctive rainbow jersey, the coveted garment awarded only to world champions. At just 22 years old, he was already considered one of cycling's brightest stars. The race was a minor event on the Belgian calendar, nothing like the major classics or grand tours where Monserrat normally competed. For him, it was a chance
What did I say?
to build form early in the season while racing close to home. The 10-kilometer circuit
What did I
wound through
say?
narrow country roads lined with spectators enjoying the first hints of spring. Monserrat quickly established himself at the front of the race. His powerful pedal stroke and professional positioning in the peloton made him easy to spot, even without the distinctive jersey.
What
As he
did I
approached the
say?
fourth kilometer of the
What
course, he
did I
was
say?
riding confidently near the front of a small breakaway group. The road ahead appeared clear. Race marshals had blocked most intersections, but not all local residents had been properly notified about road closures. A small British-made car suddenly appeared on the course, driven by an elderly man who was unaware of the ongoing race. The vehicle moved directly into the path of the oncoming cyclists. Other riders swerved frantically. Monserrat, positioned on the outside of the group, had nowhere to go. His bicycle struck the car's front bumper at approximately 30 miles per hour.
Dude,
The
he's
impact
dead.
launched him over the handlebars. Monserrat's body hit the windshield before being thrown onto the asphalt. His helmet, basic leather protection by modern standards, provided minimal protection. Spectators screamed as they witnessed the world.
Who in their right mind designed that helmet? That too, bro. I need to get on this. Who in their right fucking mind designed that helmet? It was leather. And it was... didn't cover his full head. I
World
guess.
champion lying motionless on the pavement.
Borat was the
Pool beneath
60s.
his head. Medical
That's not blood.
assistance arrived within minutes. A doctor from the crowd immediately began resuscitation efforts as race officials radioed for an ambulance.
Rainbow
Despite their
blood.
desperate attempts, Monserrat's injuries were too severe. The impact
Yo, bro,
had
it's
caused
for
severe
YouTube.
trauma to his skull and cervical spine. At 4:15 p.m., less than 30 minutes
Yeah,
after
he's a
the
unicorn,
collision,
Kyle.
Jean-Pierre Monserrat was pronounced dead at the scene. The
Rest
rainbow
in peace.
jersey, cycling's most prestigious symbol, was stained with the blood of its youngest champion. Olympic heat miscalculation. On July 14, 1912, spectators gathered along the marathon route at the Stockholm Olympics. Lázaro, a 21-year-old Portuguese runner, was among the 68 competitors prepared to tackle the 26.2-mile course. The weather conditions were unusually brutal for Sweden. Temperatures reached 89 degrees Fahrenheit with high humidity and no cloud cover. Before the race, Lázaro made a critical decision based on faulty medical understanding of the time. He covered large portions of his body with a thick layer of suet, animal fat typically used for cooking.
Why?
This was common practice among some athletes who believed it would prevent sunburn and reduce water loss through the skin. At 1:45 p.m., the marathon began.
Nope. Nope. It's used for cooking. It's not gonna help with water loss. It's going to cook you. It's going to cook you. They put animal fat on them, Kyle.
Lázaro started conservatively, settling into a steady rhythm as the pack made its way through Stockholm's streets. Spectators noted his determined expression as he passed.
Oh
the
my
early
heavens, he's
For
locked
the
in.
first 10 kilometers, he appeared strong and composed. As
Oh
the race
my
progressed, the temperature
heavens.
continued to climb. By the 25-kilometer mark, many runners were showing visible signs of heat distress. Lázaro began to struggle. His pace
Throw some
slowed.
banana.
Witnesses reported seeing him stagger slightly, his gait becoming irregular.
They didn't throw banana boat on them because they thought it would help with sweat and water loss. You know, like the reasons why they wouldn't throw sunscreen on. Is this man butt ass naked while running?
The suet coating, rather than protecting him, was preventing his body from cooling through natural perspiration. At the 30-kilometer
didn't
mark,
cook him
near
alive,
the
did
town
it?
of Sollentuna, Lázaro suddenly veered to the side of the road. His legs buckled beneath him. He collapsed onto the dusty surface, unconscious.
Oh, he just died.
Race officials and medical personnel rushed to his aid.
I thought
His
he would
skin
get
was
cooked.
alarmingly hot to the touch, yet completely dry. Doctors at the scene recognized the symptoms of severe hyperthermia. Lázaro's core temperature
Wait, he
had
was
risen to
cooked.
dangerous levels. His pulse was rapid but weak. Despite having water poured over him and being transported quickly to a nearby medical facility, his condition deteriorated rapidly. For several hours, medical staff fought to lower his temperature and
Why are they
restore fluid
airbending and
balance.
water bending?
His organs began shutting down one by one as the accumulated heat damage spread throughout his system. His heart, already strained from the race, could
Right
not
answer,
sustain
wrong
the
method.
additional stress.
I guess.
At 7:30 a.m. the following day,
He was pronounced
Francisco
dead.
Lázaro died without regaining consciousness. He became the first athlete to die during competition in the modern Olympic Games. The autopsy revealed extreme dehydration and electrolyte imbalances that led to multiple organ failure. If you want to see more videos like this, click the video on screen now and make sure to subscribe.
No. I'll give him a subscribe, but I'm not gonna click one of the other videos.